Pro Group Management. Workers' comp that works for you.
This is 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review-Journal.
Good evening, I'm Jen Ah. Thanks for joining us on 7 at 7. In top stories, sponsored by Nevada Hand Silver Sky Assisted Living Community. Learn more at nevadahand.org. Breaking today, just 2 months after Henry Ruggs' arrest. Another player is facing a DUI charge, this time cornerback Nate Hobbs. Police say Hobbs, a rookie, was arrested shortly after 4 a.m. at a parking garage exit ramp on the Las Vegas Strip. He was booked on a misdemeanor charge of driving under the influence.
We're just trying to collect as much information as we possibly can on what exactly happened and what the situation is and where he's at with that. That being said, that's all I have really on that at this particular time.
Hobbs is reportedly being represented by the same attorneys as Henry Ruggs. In other news, many Nevada residents are still having issues getting an appointment with the DMV in Las Vegas. Review-Journal's Renee Semmerauer explains how some are taking advantage of the situation, trying to make money off it. Renee?
Jen, so it remains to be seen how valid these websites are, but multiple sites are offering the ability to buy a DMV appointment as soon as the same day. One website lists appointments that are available for free of charge with bids starting at $15. The issue of groups booking appointments and then selling them has exacerbated the problem many have faced of nailing down an appointment within a reasonable time frame, according to DMV Director Julie Butler. Our road warrior Mick Akers explains further.
So they worked around, stopping people from buying these blocks. There is one site still selling them. Appointments are taking about 45 to 60 days now to get those. So, half it, I guess, from the 90, basically.
At the height of the pandemic, when the DMV shut down for several weeks, some residents weren't able to book appointments that were less than 3 months out. The department is in the midst right now of a 4-year plan to move the majority of its services online, which it hopes will make the appointment issue a thing of the past. Jen?
Now to an update, a tentative settlement between Tony Hsieh's estate and his longtime assistant. Since the former Zappos leader died in 2020, Jennifer Mimi Pham filed more than $130 million in claims against his estate. But now she and her boyfriend have agreed to actually pay Hsieh's family $750,000. If approved, claims from both sides would be dismissed. And police are investigating a deadly shooting that left one man dead and another in critical condition. Police were called Sunday afternoon to West Chicago Avenue, just north of the Strip.
It appears like it was outside on the street, outside of one of the apartment complexes. Looks like we had a couple of males that were standing outside when they were ambushed and shot at.
Anyone with info is asked to call Las Vegas Police. In health, coming out of the New Year's holiday weekend, we're seeing another surge of COVID cases. As predicted, Clark County reports more than 8,000 new cases over the last 3 days.
We've seen hospitalization rates also jumped quite a bit over the last holiday weekend. So this is still playing out on the ground, and we're going to have to see how the sheer numbers translate to those more dangerous and deadly outcomes.
Health officials say the more contagious Omicron variant is playing a role in the spike, but the Delta variant remains the dominant strain. In weather, we're looking at a calm but chilly and cloudy night with temps already in the 40s, should get down to the 30s overnight. On Tuesday, we're looking at another partly cloudy day with a high of 56 and low of 35 degrees. You can look forward to a slight warm-up for the rest of the week as your highs get up to the 60s and lows in the 40s. The skies should clear up with sunny skies on Thursday and Sunday. In business, sponsored by Bank of Nevada, Bank on Accountability. The developers of the Fontainebleau talked to the Review-Journal about their plans. Fontainebleau's original developer, Jeffrey Sofer, who reacquired the project, says despite previous financial hurdles, they're now well-funded with the conglomerate Koch Industries' financial backing. Their goal now is to go, quote, right after the high end of the market to establish the resort as a luxury destination and compete with the likes of Wynn Las Vegas, and open by the end of 2023. In entertainment, sponsored by DiscoverNevada.com, brought to you by Travel Nevada. What a way to ring in the new year by literally hitting the jackpot. A guest from California got a royal flush worth nearly $120,000 at Paris, Las Vegas while playing I Love Suits poker on New Year's Day. The guest reportedly plans to use the money to pay off bills. Now that it's the year 2022, Las Vegas is continuing full speed ahead with its lineup of entertainment, sports, and more. Starting with Adele's residency, new restaurants from Bobby Flay, Martha Stewart, and other celebrities. There's also the NFL Pro Bowl. To read the full list of 22 things to look forward to for 2022, head over to lvrj.com.
Sports, sponsored by Station Casinos STN Sports. Download the app and get a bonus up to $100 when you sign up. The Las Vegas Aces virtually introduced their new head coach on Monday, WNBA legend Becky Hammon. Hammon is currently an assistant coach with the San Antonio Spurs and will finish the season with the NBA team before taking over in Las Vegas. Hammon played 16 seasons in the WNBA, including 8 with the San Antonio Stars, who relocated to Las Vegas in 2017 and became the Aces.
I feel like I'm ready to have my own team. And this is the organization that made it very, very obvious they wanted me really, really bad. And so it's always good to be wanted. And so it quickly became evident to me that, Las Vegas was the place for me.
Sports betting, sponsored by Las Vegas Paiute Tribal Smoky and Cigar Shop. The Chargers are consensus 3-point favorites over the Raiders on Sunday Night Football at Allegiant Stadium, and the total is 48.5. In a game in which the winner goes to the playoffs and the loser is eliminated, the Raiders are plus 135 on the money line at the Westgate Superbook. The line is 2.5 at Circa Sports, BetMGM, and Station Casinos.
In Lifestyle, sponsored by Glittering Lights at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. The Review Journal says farewell to a legend within its own newsroom, our food writer Heidi Knapp-Ranella. She has spent more than 2 decades covering Las Vegas's dining scene and won 3 first-place awards for critical writing from the Nevada Press Association. We wish Heidi the best in her retirement. Plus, take a look at the first baby born in 2022 in the Las Vegas Valley. Decker Lewis arrived right at the stroke of midnight on New Year's Day at Summerlin Hospital Medical Center, weighing 8 pounds, 1 ounce, and measuring 19.5 inches. Thank you for watching 7 at 7. If you have a Roku device, just search Review Journal to download our channel. Watch Las Vegas breaking news streaming live on your OTT device. We'll see you back here tomorrow for more 7 at 7.
Review Journal Studio, sponsored by Adam Kuttner. Get the maximum settlement as quickly as possible. This 7 at 7 update, sponsored by Pro Group Management. You're watching 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review Journal.